Hello everyone. Today we're talking about Lionel, the only company that produces 164 and 124 NASCAR diecast. Lionel has faced a ton of scrutiny over the last few years for a multitude of reasons. I'm not going to get into the history very much, I'll mainly be talking about what's been going on recently. There was a lot of optimism heading into 2022 for diecast collectors. Lionel had a real chance to fix the quality issues present on their old cars and make consumers happy. It wasn't until the summer, halfway through the 2022 NASCAR season, when the first few 2022 diecasts started to be revealed and shipped out. Lionel's in-store line of diecasts, Authentics, had its first wave released, being a group of schemes ran in Charlotte and Daytona test sessions before the season began. The quality was good, with no glaring issues. Unfortunately, things started to go downhill quickly. Wave 3 of Authentics released with some cars having blurry decals. Some people were upset, but it wasn't too bad. And then, nothing. It would be nearly 3 months before another wave of Authentics was revealed and sent to stores, apparently because the ship they were being brought to America on was stuck in the port for far longer than intended. To top it all off, the cars were in a very sorry state. Lionel had outsourced the production of Wave 4 to a factory different from their usual one, and the results were, well, just look at them. These cars are known as PTC mold cars, with Lionel's normal factory making the higher quality EL mold cars. From then on, the Authentics line would alternate between a wave released on the EL mold with a few cars having decal issues, and a wave on the PTC mold. Lionel, knowing that people wouldn't want to buy the lower quality diecast, put cars that they didn't produce in any other line or scale into these lower quality waves so that people would still buy them. Some say this is an evil tactic, but we'll get to that in a bit. 1/64th scale diecast cars are not the only things Lionel has in the Authentics line. They also produce 1/64th scale NASCAR haulers, which get released in groups of 4. Sadly, these also took a hit in quality, with some now having plastic cabs instead of metal, and having the trailers downgraded in quality and design. Lionel NASCAR Authentics have been getting a lot of criticism quality-wise, and hopefully you can see why. It's very saddening to know that the kids aren't getting high-quality NASCAR toys anymore. On to the distribution, which will again mostly be having to do with the Authentics line. Lionel mainly sends cars to Walmart and Target, only in the USA, and only at 2 major retailers. Most of the time when people go to try and find diecast at these stores, there's none in stock. Lionel does not send enough diecast to stores, and so, even if someone wants to buy their low-quality products, they often can't. This topic is the one that breaks me, and the one that has to do with Lionel's 164 Gold Series and 124 Series. So, here we go. In order for a diecast to be produced by Lionel, it has to reach a certain number of pre-orders by a certain date, or else it will not be made. This goes for any scale, whether it be 164 or 124. Countless cars have been announced by Lionel as up for pre-order, and then they never get made thanks to this system. Another result of the diecast pre-order system is that it often means we'll get a ton of Chase Elliott schemes produced, and some less popular drivers get no diecast at all. Justin Haley, Michael McDowell, AJ Allmendinger, and Cody Ware never got a single 1/64th scale car produced in 2022, not even in any Authentics waves. I'm going to throw my opinion out there. The pre-order system is just a way for Lionel to make themselves look like they're bigger than they actually are. They have figured out a way to announce diecasts that they're never going to make, and at the same time blame the consumers for not pre-ordering a car they were excited to get. For the 124s, it at least makes a little sense, but for the 164s, you're being asked to pre-order a goddamn Hot Wheels car with no guarantee there won't be paint chips and decal crinkles all over your diecast. It's completely ridiculous that Lionel is getting away with this, but since they're the only producer of NASCAR diecasts, they have essentially monopolized this little industry. On top of all these issues, the company is increasing the price of all of their diecasts in every scale. Once again, you're paying more and getting less. Lionel used to do flashy reveals for each wave of their Authentics line, but for waves 9 and 10 of 2022, they simply posted the pictures of the cars. They're putting less and less effort in, and this may seem nitpicky, but the reveal videos were pretty neat, and they made each new wave feel exciting, so I hope they bring them back. Plus, that music is a bop. Typically, Lionel is pretty good about responding to questions left in comment sections, but recently they've been leaving some passive aggressive, almost mocking responses to some of their less enthusiastic comments. It's not a good look for them at all, and they really need to clean it up before they start pissing people off. Lionel Racing has really taken a nosedive in almost every department. I think the biggest issue they need to fix is easily the quality issues that have been plaguing their Authentics line this year. Raise the price a bit, do what you have to do, Lionel, but please don't make us pay more for less. And full disclaimer, I'm a collector of Lionel's diecast, specifically their 1/64th scale lines. But I think that just because I support a company doesn't mean I shouldn't talk about their many, many shortcomings. Well, that'll wrap up that video. I have never made a video like this before, so I apologize for the bad editing, but it was fun to make, so catch y'all later.